Good afternoon. My name is Richard Schecker, and today we're going to have a seminar regarding the Vacation and Travel Club available as a hotel rental program, an alternative to owners who have their resort condo on a hotel program or owners who may be renting their condo unit by themselves. And today we're going to review the alternatives that are available, which will be eye-opening to say the least. And it will show the owners a new path that they can follow to put their units to work for them, earning multiples compared to what they're earning today. The Vacation and Travel Club. This is a hotel rental program alternative that's available through the SG Resorts Vacation and Travel Club. These are benefits for condo owners, and this alternative program beats any hotel rental program. It beats renting the unit on your own. It even beats trying to sell your unit. It makes your ownership more rewarding. Owners can enjoy 5,000 resorts worldwide in over 100 countries. The program expands your ownership benefits on a global basis, and owners remain owners with benefits. The hotel rental program alternative. The key question you need to ask yourself is, how much is the monthly rental revenue from your condo unit? What are you currently earning, or what have you earned from your resort condo unit? This should be the motivating factor for you to make a change to the new alternative program available today. If your answer to how much do you make from renting your unit is not enough, this alternative program may be just the thing for you. How much do you prefer to make? Are you making $7,200 per year, which is about $600 per month? Are you earning $14,400 a year, which is $1,200 per month, which is used to be the guarantee most hotel operators offered? Do you rent your own? Are you earning $25,000 a year, an average of $2,083 a month rental from your resort condo unit? How about if you could earn $500,000 from your unit in just 5 years? Or how about if you could earn $740,000 in just 5 years? You need to know your options. You need to understand your alternatives. The rental program alternative. How it works. This is how it works for you. As an owner, you contribute your unit to the Vacation Club entity. It's a separate LLC created specifically for this purpose. Owners earn revenue from weekly sales based upon the operating agreement of the LLC. Owners put 50 of their 52 unit weeks into the LLC, which becomes available for sale based upon a use certificate. Owners sign a PC, which is a participation certificate, as defined in the operating agreement. Owners receive revenue from A, sales of their weekly units, and B, rentals of the weekly units. The sales and rentals the sales take place over the 5-year business model. The rentals take place over a 5-year business model. And there are a couple of 5-year renewal options at the end of the first 10-year period. Owners at all time retain ownership. yet they earn huge ROI, return of investment on their investment, their resort condominium. Unit owners no longer work for their unit. The unit starts to work for them the moment it becomes part of the alternative program. Low season rental revenue comparison, or I shouldn't say rental revenue because this is actually a revenue comparison between what you're currently getting by renting your unit. We're going to look at two different situations here. One is the SG marketing, and this is the local marketing done at the property directly by SG Resorts to the registered guests at the property. And the other marketing on the right is SG Global Marketing, and this is a marketing taking place on a global basis at other resorts around the world. And if you can look, we're going to look at the model has 50 weeks per unit. The price per week for the model is $12,500 per week at 50 weeks, yields $625,000 in gross revenue. And the $12,500 price, this is for the low season sales. The marketing cost at the local level is 20%, and the marketing cost on the global level is 50%. And here you can see the difference, and this is the only real difference which generates the net to the owner. Under the local marketing plan, the owner nets a $500,000 return on investment. Under the global plan, the owner earns a $325,000 ROI, return on investment. And if you look at occupancy factors, or if you look at various factors that say, okay, if I sell out 100%, what do I get? If I sell out 50%, or if I sell out 25%, you can see here that on the direct marketing side at the local property, 100% of course gives you the $500,000. If you only sold half the weeks, you would get $250,000. And if you sold only 25%, you would get $125,000. And we're listing this in a effort to give full disclosure, going from worst case scenario to best case scenario. And we list this here as occupancy factors to consider, because the same holds true if you're renting your units right now. You're either 100% occupied, or you're 50% occupied, or 25% occupied, or you're occupied at some other percentage based upon the average occupancy of the building. But in this model, you can compare the low season sales program, and you can see on one side, the owner, that's you'll earn $500,000 on your unit over a 60-month period. If it's strictly all global marketing, you would earn $325,000. And we're going to address this later on, but you can see where we're coming from just by looking at this. Now, let's take a look at the high season sales. The high season program yields $18,500 per week. And you'll notice that just like with the low season, the gross is $925,000. And the cost of marketing remains the same. It's 20% at the local level, and it's 50% on an international basis. So here the owner would get a net return on his unit of $740,000 if it was sold and marketed 100% at the property, or she would get $462,500 if all of the marketing took place on the international or global basis. And down below, over the 60-month period, we show what the average rent would be. On the local side, you have $12,333 per month you would be getting as rent over the 60-month period of time with a total sellout. And you would be getting $7,708 per month over 60 months if it was on the international basis. And you can see the difference. The reality will be somewhere in between. You'll be getting an average because some of the marketing will take place locally with our local sales force, and some of the marketing will take place globally with our sales force at other resorts and properties. Now we're going to take a look here at the sales program of the SG marketing locally and the global marketing, and we're going to take a look here at the high season. And again, both of them yield $925,000. The marketing costs subtracted, and we have on the owner's side, if it was all local, would be making $740,000. On the global side, because of the higher marketing costs, the owner would be earning $462,500. However, the average ROI, or the return on investment for this, would be $601,250. And that is an excellent projected return on your investment. The question becomes, how much did you pay for your unit? And I'm certain you paid far less than the $601,000 average ROI that this model indicates. Now, again, let's take a look at high season. And we're going to look at a comparison between what you're doing today compared to what the global marketing would be doing for you. You are renting your units on a weekly or a nightly or on an annual rental program. So you're either, and we're going to use two examples here. We're going to use an owner who places his unit on a hotel program that pays $1,200 per month. So over a 60-month period of time, that unit owner, historically, and this has been the case in many of the SG properties, this owner would earn $72,000 for his guaranteed $1,200 per month over the next 60 months. Now, if an owner who rents his own, the average rental is around $2,100 per month over 60 months, assuming 100% occupancy and assuming the owner can rent his own. This would yield $126,000, which again is much more than what the owner would be earning on the rental program. And that's because the split with the rental program is generally 50-50, and there are other factors worked in. But if you look at the right-hand side, you're going to see a dramatic difference. You're going to see that the 50 weeks at $18,500 per week on the global marketing gives a gross sales of $925,000. But after all the marketing costs, the owner nets $462,500. Now, if you look at what the owner could be doing versus what he is doing, the owner comes up a big loser, no matter how you look at it. The loss for this owner is $336,500. If he's renting his own unit at $2,100 a month every month, and it's 100% occupied, compared to what he could be doing, he's losing $336,500. And if he's on the hotel rental program, the loss is even greater. It's $390,500. Now, this is the reality of life. This is what it's been since 1987, since my entry into the niche market of condominium hotels. The rental program generally takes 50% of your revenue. And something has to be done to give us the version 2 or an upgraded a version of a rental program, and this is what this alternative is doing. It's going to allow the owner to escape the chains of a rental program, escape the hassle of trying to rent his own unit and dealing with renters, and take a giant leap forward to huge profits, a huge ROI. Now we're going to take a look here at the low season, and we're going to look again at the self-marketing or the hotel program. And the numbers just follow through the same. At $12,500 a week on the global marketing, $625,000 is the gross revenue. But after the operating cost, the net to the owner is $312,500. Now you're going to note that the losses here on the self-rental, if you're renting your own unit and you're getting over $2,000 a month, you still lose $186,500 by not becoming part of the alternative that is available to you today. If you're on the hotel program, and if you have been for the last 20 years, you can take a giant leap forward because you're losing $240,500 compared to what you could be making today, or let's say tomorrow. The SG revenue projections, high and low season, you can look at them here at 50 sale weeks per unit. At the $12,500 low season and the $18,500 high season. You can see that the net revenue to the owner is either $500,000 for the low seasons and $740,000 for the high season. And you can also see the average monthly revenue is $10,333. And this is far better than any owner has ever dreamed they could receive on any hotel program from 1987 to the present 2017 or 2018. Not putting your unit to work today costs you more than you think. And this is a comparison between the SG programs. This is a low and high season and an average comparison between the SG local program, that's our local marketing, the international global marketing, and the hotel program. If you look at low season, if we sold the 50 weeks at low season locally, the $500,000 is generated. Globally, that would be $325,000 versus the $72,000 earned on the hotel rental program. If you look at high season, you have $740,000, $462,500 on the global marketing side, or the same $72,000 from the hotel program. Now, more realistic would be the average. The average between high and low season, your local would be $620,000. Your global marketing would yield $393,750, while the hotel program does earn the consistent $72,000. Regardless, you can see whether your unit is marketed locally or internationally, you are going to make a tremendous amount of money compared to what you've done over the last 10 years on a hotel rental program. If we only accomplish 50% of our goal, on the average, you're going to make a ton of money compared to what you have in the past or what you possibly could moving 5 years into the future, trying to do it yourself or staying on the old antiquated hotel program. You can see here, if we only did 50% of our goal on the local marketing, we'd be earning $310,000. On the international, we'd be earning $196,875. And if you only had 50% of your rentals, you'd have $36,000 with the hotel program. But under all circumstances, you can make more than what you're making today being on a hotel rental program. making the right move now. It's time to become a winner. End the cycle. Now here, we're going to take a look at the local versus the hotel program. Again, the left column, you see the low and the high season and the average. And if you go across, you're going to see the low season is $500,000. The hotel program, you make $72,000. And then on the difference is your profit. This is what you're losing, but this is what you could be making if you make the move today. If we just sold all your weeks at low season prices, which we won't, you'd earn an extra $428,000. That's almost $500,000. If we were able to sell your units mostly at high season rates, you'd be earning an extra $668,000. That is a huge difference. And even at 50% of our goal, you'll be making over $250,000 more going into the future than you did in the past, and then you can more than you can today. So my question to you is, why not make the right move now? Why not take advantage of this alternative program and become part of the future and become a winner overnight? Now, we're going to compare the local versus an owner who does his own rentals. We call this the wish list rental program. And we're giving the owner $2,100 a month per month rental. And again, you'll see the low and the high season and the average. You see what's generated from the vacation club. Then you see what's generated in that third column by the owner who's renting his own. And then the last column, again, by making the move, you can make this much money, or you can lose this much money by not making the move. If you just sold out again on low season, you would be making an extra $374,000. If you do nothing, that's what you'll be losing, assuming you're renting your unit right now for $2,100 a month. And if you follow down to just on the average, you're going to lose almost $500,000. Or you could make almost $500,000. And if we're only half right, you're still going to make or lose almost $250,000. This is a lot of money. And this is something you need to give serious consideration to, because making the right move now makes offsetting the cost of ownership very easy for you. Now we're going to take a look here at this chart. And again, the question becomes, not putting your unit to work today is cost you more than you can imagine, cost you more than you can think. The question is, what's preventing you from making the right move today? Take a look at this, comparing the global marketing to your own marketing, assuming, again, you could rent your unit at $2,100 per month. You can see here that your losses are still astronomical. If we sold everything at low season, you'd still be losing almost $200,000 over the next 60 months. Or you could be making it if you make the right move. On average, you can make or lose $250,000, or $267,500 to be exact. And again, if we're only half right, you can still earn an extra $133,750 compared to what you're doing today. And again, that's only if we're half right. So let's take a overview, or take a look at this marketing model, this revenue model, so you can see the alternative. What is out there for you? The alternative is easy to see. Just taking advantage of it will make you a lot of money over the next 5 years. Now, the SG marketing, this is the marketing of our hotel guests. And we show on your right if it's 100% occupied, 50%, or 25%. This is for occupancy when you want to compare it to if you're renting. But we're going to just use this as success in selling. 100% sold out, 50% sold out, or 25%. So if we did it all locally through just the hotel guests that show up, you'd make 500,000 at 100%, 250,000 at 50%, or 125,000 at 25%. You can see there the numbers on the global marketing are 325,000 at 100%, 162,500 at 50%, or $81,250 at 25%. Now, if you were on a hotel guarantee at one time at any of the SG properties, the existing hotel program has been in business in one form or another since 1987. So you would have been earning 72,000, 36,000, or 18,000 based upon the occupancy factor. Now, the owner wish list, which is the rentals of Mr. Super Owner, who can rent his own unit himself 100% of the time, you can look at the numbers. The key thing to see here, the key thing to bring home, and the key thing to think about is what's best for you. It isn't being on the hotel rental program. It isn't trying to rent it for yourself. The answer for you is to become part of the new alternative program, to get off a hotel program, get away from the burden of having to rent your own. And all you have to do is say, how much should I be earning? And what can I earn? What can my resort condo earn for me? And I think that our seminar today answers this question for you. The Vacation and Travel Club, Making the Right Move Now. The Hotel Rental Program Alternative. It has a rental side and it has a sales side. The Hotel Rental Program Alternative. What are you required to do? What are the program requirements? Well, they're really two. They're pretty simple. You need a renovation to the SG program standards. This is a room renovation because we are selling your room to the general public, and it has to be to a standard acceptable to our vacation club buyers and travelers. The new SG upgrade furniture package. We have a universal furniture package that is superior and is in each and every one of the rooms that are being offered for sale. Your total cost associated with making the right move now is pretty easy to understand. Your best case is a minimum interior package. This is a cosmetic renovation of the room, which includes the furniture package, and that's $1,500. A gut renovation to SG program standards, and this is maximum an all-new interior, is $9,500. And then if you want the superior renovation, which is basically all new everything, which includes crown molding and so on and so forth, that's $12,900. Basically, you get new flooring, new wall painting and repairing. You repair or replace the walls as necessary. There's new furniture. There's new crown molding. There's a new bathroom. The old tubs and such are taken out with new modern showers. And the new kitchenette area. It's more designed for a upscale hotel, similar to the Marriott Courtyard and Residence Inn, similar to that. So the question is, how much will it cost you not to make the right move today? You know what it's going to cost you. And just earlier, we showed you what it can cost you if you don't. The cost to do it is nominal compared to what you're going to make. It's the old saying, risk versus reward. The reward is tremendous. Now, making the right move now is going to include the sales, and there will be rentals. So you'll have a combination of revenue sources. You'll have nightly rentals from the hotel rental program. You'll have weekly rentals from the hotel rental program. And you'll have weekly rentals from the vacation club exchanges that take place. So in addition to the sales, you will have some rental revenue coming your way also. Are you ready? This is the question. The Vacation and Travel Club, SG Resorts, making the right move now. Are you ready to make the move? Here are the membership options. These are subject to change, but the membership options that are available to people that come to Florida, it's pretty easy to understand. We have a standard hotel room, and we have the low season, which is May to October. We have high season, November through April. And we have the 1 week special events, and that's subject to change when the special events take place. But we'll have 1,800 rooms available for low and high season, and we'll have 500 rooms available for special events. The membership cost for the low season is $12,500 per week. The high season is $18,500, and the special event dates are $21,500. And again, this is the beginning sales, and as you know, as sales progress, generally prices go up. But from this model of 80 units in the program, you can see the gross revenue generated by this model is $66,550,000. Now, that was the gross revenue model. Now we're going to take a look at the model, which includes the dues. And it's pretty much the same, self-explanatory. You see the $66,550 generated in gross revenue for the sales of the units. And then there's an annual revenue of $625,000, which is the dues from those members who joined the vacation club.